always do. 6 different wines and 4 beers are on display at the catering stand, but when I ask for club soda, I get a blank look. Just water, then. The bartender grimaces apologetically. I think there's a water fountain in the lobby? There is, but it's broken. I mingle empty-handed for 15 minutes, fending off well-meaning offers to get me something from the bar. After the 5th, I realize I'm going to cry if one more person offers me alcohol. I leave and cry anyway. Later, I order vanilla ice cream from room service to cheer myself up. And the guy says, "People love this with a shot of bourbon poured over it. Want to treat yourself?" This is the summer I realize that everyone around me is tanked. It also dawns on me that the women are super double tanked. I try to find refuge at an afternoon showing of Magic Mike, where a group of women are drinking champagne through straws and toasting their ability to claim their girl time. "We've earned this," they crow. There's a baby shower in progress at the nail salon. Except for the guest of honor, everyone's drinking wine, lots of it. "Thank God there are places like this where we can have lady time," a woman in a yellow dress says. "I'm going to feel hungover by dinner," a different woman says. "But it's so worth it. How often do you get a chance to get away from your kids for an afternoon?" The default setting for any meetup is drinks, meaning bar drinks. It occurs to me that I could counter-propose coffee or tea or ham sandwiches or a walk. But just anticipating the questions, or careful lack of questions, that would follow saps what energy I haven't already spent on just getting through the day. Like almost all the women in my life, after all, I'm a drinker. Saying, "How about we grab a smoothie instead?" will be as noticeable as showing up with an enormous crucifix around my neck. How did you not see this before, I wonder? You were too hammered, I answer back. That summer, though, I see. Booze is the oil in our motors, the thing that keeps us purring when we should be making other kinds of noise. One day that summer, I'm wearing unwise, but cute, so cute, shoes and trip at the farmer's market, cracking my phone, blood-staining the knees of my favorite jeans, and scraping both my palms. Naturally, I post about it on Facebook as soon as I've dusted myself off. 3 women who don't know I'm sober comment quickly. Wine, immediately. Do they sell wine there? Definitely wine, and maybe new shoes. Have I mentioned that it's morning when this happens? On a weekday? This isn't one of those nightclub farmers markets. And the women aren't the kinds of beleaguered, downtrodden creatures you imagine drinking to get through the day. They're pretty cool chicks, the kind people ridicule for having first-world problems. Why do they need to drink? Because cool chicks are still women. And there's no easy way to be a woman, because there's no acceptable way to be a woman. And if there's no acceptable way to be the thing you are, then maybe you drink a little, or a lot. The year before I get sober, I'm asked to be the woman on a panel at the company where I work. That was literally the pitch. We need a woman. 3 guys and me talking to summer interns about company culture. There are 2 female interns in the audience, and when it's time for questions, one says, "I've heard this can be a tough place for women to succeed. Can you talk about what it's been like for you?" As the woman, I assume the question is directed at me. "If you're tough and persistent and thick-skinned, you'll find your way," I say. I have. I don't mention how she'll have to work around interruptions and invisibility and microaggressions and a scarcity of role models and a lifetime of her own conditioning. My job on this panel is to make this place sound good, so I leave some stuff out. Particularly the fact that I'm drinking at least 1 bottle of wine a night to dissolve the day off me. But she's a woman. She probably learned to read between the lines before she could read the lines themselves. She thanks me and sits down. "I disagree," says the guy sitting next to me. "I think this is a great company for women." My jaw falls open. The guy next to him nods. "Absolutely," he says. "I have 2 women on my team, and they get along great with everyone." Of course they do, I think.